Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to part two of my top 10 favorite list of non-Disney animated films. So I'll start at left. We got through halfway through, so let's get through the last half. Getting through at number five, which is another film that I really do enjoy. One of my favorite cartoon series, SpongeBob SquarePants the movie. Since I've been a fan of SpongeBob for a lot of years, this is the first one that came out in 2000 since 2004, and now really quick they're coming out with another sequel. Well, not another sequel, but a sequel to this film after all these years that comes out next year in 2015 in February, called Sponge Out of Water. But the first film I really did enjoy a lot. SpongeBob. Of course, SpongeBob being SpongeBob, and one of his best friend Patrick. Um, which is directed by the creator of SpongeBob, Steven Hillenburg. But the sequel he's not directing it. It's a different director. Um, SpongeBob, had to save Bikini Bottom from Plankton. Who's been throughout the series trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula. And I don't know what can I say about SpongeBob. I enjoy the film. I enjoy the series. I have all the seasons. Well, until the next season comes on DVD. So for a big fan of SpongeBob, I'm glad I have this film. Because without the film, like I said, I can't like the series without the film. So the character SpongeBob, of course, for a lot of people who like, there's a lot of people who enjoy SpongeBob a lot. Some people don't. But probably because how the way the humor is. But not to me. It doesn't bother me one bit. So I enjoy the film a lot. So SpongeBob SquarePants the movie, and I'm looking forward to seeing the sequel as well. Also, the film got the pass from critics, and especially from fans. So hopefully the sequel will be as good as the first one. So I'll give that film a look when it comes out. So number 5 is SpongeBob SquarePants the movie. Number 4 is probably not a lot, probably is a lot of people probably won't like. Well, maybe then again there are some people who do like the film though, but when it first came out, I like this film, especially for this is the one that's released by Lionsgate, and it said it's also the highest grossing animated film that was released by Lionsgate, and it's just like how the way the look of the animation looks, with all the colors and everything, Alpha and Omega. Alpha, yeah. So, like I said, probably a lot of people won't like that. Probably a lot of people won't like this film, but then again, some people do like this film. And also, poster changes. I also switched my Winnie the Pooh poster that was right there, and I replaced it with that one. So I just a while back I used to have that hung up right there, but took it down to replace my Legend of the Guardians poster. So that's also going to be there for a while, if everyone knows. So and also what I think was also reason why I like this film a lot, because this was the last film that Dennis Hopper did before he passed away. Back in 2010. Dennis Hopper, he voices when the film there are two packs, the West pack and the East pack. Dennis Hopper, he plays the leader of the Tony, leader of the Eastern pack. And other voice cast of Justin Long as Humphrey there, Hayden Panettiere as Kate there. Other like I said, Dennis Hopper and Danny Glover and Christina Ricci voices as well. And for a low budget like that, it was like a $20 million budget, I think it was, and for overall made like 50 million, and it was profitable, even though it got negative reviews though. And it said it was the highest grossing animated film that was released by Lionsgate. So yeah. So I also with me about how the way the look of this very colorful. How even from this front cover, it looks very colorful. Just like the film. That's why I liked about it. And since the film was a success enough, and now they're releasing a lot of direct to DVD sequels. Like which one I have, one down, the other one down there was that Alpha and Omega 2, The Howling Day, which is now the Humphrey and Kate, they have kids, and also which they came with other sequels. Another one, the sequel that came back number 3 was the Wolf Games, because was supposed to be inspired by the Winter Olympics, the Winter Olympics, And then there's another one, another the fourth one coming out in the fall, and then another one coming out in spring 2015. So they're releasing all these direct-to-DVD sequels, from of this series, which I like to get because I like the first film, Even though in the direct-to-DVD sequels, none of the original cast return, so which is a shame, But I like the original cast good, So yeah, so I also would like to do a review of this one, Alpha and Omega. So I would say this number 4. I do enjoy it, but again, some people don't like it. Again, some people do, and I like Alpha and Omega, especially it's the last film that Dennis Hopper did before he passed away, So that's number 4, Alpha and Omega. Now number 3, I have the first film here, and the sequel because I enjoy both of them. It's another film that was directed by Don Bluth, which he created An American Tail, and Anesthesia, and also he made that film Titan AE. I have two of his films here, which are also two of these films here are on my list. But here's the first film that I do enjoy. All Dogs Go to Heaven, and then the sequel, number 2, which Don Bluth directed the first film. He didn't direct the second one though, but I enjoy both these films, So both so I represent, but most of the first one and the second film. I think the second film, it's a good sequel as well. The first film, Burt Reynolds, he did play the voice of Charlie Barkin, the German Shepherd dog, and then in the sequel, it was Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen voiced Charlie in the second film. But the other, also of course, on all of his other films, that Dom DeLuise, which may rest in peace, which also voices in pretty much all of his films, well, except for the next one, that's on my list, But and also among the voice cast of also Ernest Borgnine as well, which also appears in the second film. And the film, well, both these films, but they didn't do that well at the box office, Like the first one made I guess in the teens, like I would say 15 or 16 million. I could be wrong though, but it's in that range. And then the second film made 8 million, But both these films, but they are also popular enough to get a TV series, which I like as well, With I have to get that. I also like to get that on DVD someday, The All Dogs Go to Heaven. Well, most of them were majority of the original cast voices in the TV series, well, except for Charlie Sheen, There's some other voices, some other voices Charlie in the series though, but Dom DeLuise, Ernest Borgnine. They still are the original voices in the series as well. But All Dogs Go to Heaven, especially the first film, I do enjoy, and it's in the sequel I do. But most of the first film, because Don Bluth, he's kind of like a unique director, directing these classic anime films, especially like An American Tail, and this film and the next one I'm gonna show up. So I would say are his three main best films. So number two, All Dogs Go to Heaven. I always enjoyed these two films, especially the first one. So number three, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and then number two is my is a childhood favorite of mine, which I already did a review of, and it's another film that's directed by Don Bluth. Which I would say is his best film, next to All Dogs Go to Heaven. Which I already did a review of. The Land Before Time. The Land Before Time, which I'm still in the process of reviewing the other sequels, which I just did of number three, The Time of the Great Given. But check out and I did a review of the previous two films, especially the first film, which I said is my childhood favorite, which is like one I mainly grew up watching, and the poster back there, which used to be over there, but it's over there now. The Land Before Time. But like I said, grew up with this, especially with this film, and I always enjoyed it, Love the rest of the first five. The first five I would consider I would say the best in the series. Even though I still enjoyed the other sequels, but sort of the first five are the best in the series. And then the television series I enjoy as well, But the first film always the best, from 1988. Well done, Don Bluth. Whichever I think he since Teen Titan, that was back in 2000. He stopped making films, which is sad because Don Bluth, I would say, is a real good director, of these animated films. It's a shame he doesn't direct anymore, but what I was saying, I think I would say this is his best film. And the second, I would put All Dogs Go to Heaven, and then number three, An American Tail. He was a real good director, Don Bluth, and I'm proud to say that I would say his best film is because this is my childhood favorite one of all time of his. So Land Before Time, I already did a review of this, so check out the Land Before Time if you can. And the last one, which I already did a review not too long ago, which I would say consider as one of the most beautiful anime films I've ever seen. Legend of the Guardians. I love this film a lot. Like I said before, I consider this is Zack Snyder's best film, which I said in my review already, I enjoyed Dawn of the Dead, but Man of Steel I did not like, and of course Sucker Punch I did not like, 300 I did not mind 300, but I would consider this was his best film. Because because also said from the creators of Happy Feet, so the animation was really used well, Sadly, didn't make the big bucks that I expected it to be, back in 2010, and which, as I said, is also my favorite film of the year 2010. The animation, I would say, is way I would say beyond beautiful, just the way the animation looked, how it was just how the story of the film was just dark, the animation looked dark as well, characters, the voice casting. Well, like I said before, the only problem I would say is they didn't use the song 30 Seconds to Mars, Kings and Queens, for that was in the trailer in this film. That's the only problem I had with it. But I enjoy the book series, and I always enjoyed this film, so I always love this film. So I'm going to stop right here because I'm kind of a bit close. So, but I did a review of this, so check it out if you haven't seen it. So that's my top 10 favorite non-Disney films, And by the next video, I'll do my top 10 best DreamWorks animation films. So thanks for watching. Take care, and check out part 1 if you haven't seen it. Of course, you have to see part 1 or see part 2, But that's my top 10 non-Disney films. You may agree or disagree with me, but if you do or not, that's cool. Your opinion. So thanks for watching. Take care, and stay tuned for the next review. Later.